I have some other concerns. I'm very familiar with Jacumba Hot Springs. When I first came out here, I traveled east on Old Highway 80 a number of times. I've been up in Valley of the Sun, which is on BLM land. It's in the wilderness nearby. I heard a canyon wren up there. You know where you hear canyon wrens? You hear them in Arizona. You never hear them in San Diego County. Now, that's not in the area that's being impacted by this, but of course, we went over some other species as well. Tricolored blackbirds, which we actually used to have here in San Diego. You can't find them here anymore. You can find them in your community and in those areas that are protected. You have a couple of areas nearby there, including the extension to Anza Borrego Desert State Park. You have a BLM area that is actually listed as an area of critical environmental concern. I mentioned the golden eagle, and I mentioned a number of other bird species. Look, and the gentleman who is the aviator mentioned this as well. When you're high up and you're looking down on this, not only are you dealing with a heat island issue, but to birds, this looks like a lake. Well, you can only imagine what happens when birds make contact with that. And we don't need to talk about that here, but that's a concern. Let me just say, this is difficult. I was one of the primary leaders on pushing for community choice aggregation. I still believe there are opportunities for solar farms in areas of the county. I have solar panels on my house, but not everyone can afford to do that. So this is of a concern. I think we can agree that not all areas are made equal for this. The community members who I appreciate coming out here today, patiently waiting to speak, the people who spoke on the phone, I appreciate their concerns. I appreciate all the work that's been done today. Let me just also add that the community of Jacumba has been impacted by the border wall construction, which wasn't even 3 years ago. There are light issues there that are affecting Jacumba currently, and that is a project that considerably modified the area around Jacumba along to the south. That alone has been an extraordinary change for that community, and we have not addressed that today. The Sunrise Power Link, I realize, runs through there. When we were initially pitched the Sunrise Power Link, the idea was it was going to bring geothermal energy from Imperial County. I believe some of that is being accessed, but I think we could wind up using more of that. So I appreciate the considerations that have been made for species. There's a lot of good things in this project, quite frankly, that could be replicated in other locales, but I will regretfully second the motion. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.